Alright, so I'm discovering more pieces to the puzzle with urine and pheromones, but in this video it's mainly just about urine and how it charges the body and how it, basically how it works if, you're still having doubts about urine. So if you look at the kidneys and the bladder, it looks like when you make the homemade light bulb in like school, you got the battery, positive, negative, the kidneys, positive, negative. Then you got the urethra, which is the two wires that is connecting to the bladder, which just like in the device, it connects to the light bulb, which allows it to light up. And as we know, urine is basically pure light. So, and the etymology of urine is basically water, or I think it said rainfall or stream of water or something like that. So the bladder releases this light and it comes out through the wine, which is your penis, because your penis is a wine. That's why when you're holding your semen, you're holding in that power. You're more in command of your life. You gain willpower and you just become more magical because your penis is basically like a wine. It's a phallic. That's why it's called a phallic, which means a generative force. You could do the etymology on it. It means a generative force, like it's generating power. So you got the urine, which is coming out of this generating force. You got pure light coming out, which contains lots of chemical compositions that, like hydrogen, which contains hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon, which is CO and a H, which the Hebrew word for Merkaba is CO and a H. And if you know about plasma gans, you know that these gases are all around you, is really what's sustaining the body. When you look at the plasma skies, that has been increasing since 2020. Well, 2019 was the start, but 2020, where you're seeing the different color skies like green, red, blue. You're seeing it all over now. That's because of the high concentrations of these gases, which is nitrogen, the hydrogen, carbon, all these gases. It's like everywhere right now, but these are the gases that are really sustaining the body. Like when you eat food, these gases are present in the body. I meant in the foods, and they go to whichever organ that needs it. Like if these foods didn't contain these gases, you would die. Like even though you'll be eating, you'll still be starving, because the body operates on gases. It doesn't operate on food, as we know. But let me continue. So I was digging a little deep. I'm trying to remember. I just going through the different etymologies of the different regions within the body. And what else did I find? Oh, so yeah, when you apply it to the skin, right, you're basically charging up the body. Anybody that applies urine on the body knows what I'm talking about. And the brain is the charging center. So when you apply it to your face and everything, it charges the brain. It's the charging center for a reason. You use the urine to charge it. Also, I was looking up aura, just because I know aura ties in with pheromones and urine and just the scent of the body. And aura, AU, for gold, which is the first two letters, and Ra, basically a ray of light or sun, so you got gold light. Urine is like yellowish, is golden, and when you store urine for a long time, you get monatomic gold. So you see how it's all kind of tying in. Let me see. And I'm not really certain with the pheromones yet, as far as like, because I was tying it in with pharaoh, which means great house. And you know, the brain. But these just pieces I'm putting together. As you can see, I don't have them all there, but my brain is just working. Like every day, I'm just putting pieces together. And I'm gonna have the rest of the videos out for the pheromones as it connects with urine. It's just hard for me to kind of put it together because I got so much like to put out there, and I'm trying to organize it in a way it'll just be one full video, but I might gotta break it up. The next video might just go over, you know, the compounds that's in urine, so you can kind of see, you know, what's in urine, and you can see for yourself the research behind it, and that I'm not just pulling this out my ass. Another video might pertain to the skin and how it absorbs and how 80% of the energy is coming through the skin. Another video might have to be on the plasma again, so you can understand what I'm talking about as it pertains to plasma. Then another video has to go to the brain and the different areas of the brain and how the pheromones trigger, you know, the hypothalamus and also the pituitary gland as well. So it's just kind of hard for me to put it all together, but I got it there. It's just I gotta put it in a way that makes sense. But Psyche D out.